Well, good evening, everyone. Michael Soothing here. Maria has returned from Denmark, and she brought a bunch of goodies with her, which, as you know, if you've been watching for a long time, is a Filipino tradition. So Maria's Joanne's daughter, and so I think of her as my daughter as well now. And their tradition is called pasalubong. When you travel, especially if it's internationally, you bring some treats and goodies to the person where you're arriving. So I'm going to show you the haul, all the stuff she brought me. It's amazing. Amazing haul. Take a look. This is just the Marabou chocolate candies. There's a bunch of different varieties. These are all Swedish. I'll show you. I have a bunch of different things here. Oh, this just got mixed in. It's the snack they give you on your flight now. They don't give you much. Sky bites, savory bites. Have you had a savory bite lately? Maria told me on the flights now, they nag you the whole time. Pull your mask up over your nose. You low-life passengers who are trying to breathe. Let's see, how do you pronounce this? Do I have any Swedish subbies? It says bubbly. And this one, because do you see the bubbles are in the chocolate, see, in the photo. I'm probably not going to sample any of these, or hardly any, during my video because, I'll have a diabetic. I have to ration these out over the next 6 months. This will be my Halloween candy. Jeu chocolade. I know chocolade must be chocolate, and I'm quite certain I'm pronouncing it wrong. Maria said everything is green in Sweden as far as how they do things. See, the green seal of approval. Cocoa life means they're, doing everything in a green way. Milk chocolate. Milk chocolate. Again, I'm sure I'm saying it all wrong. I think my favorites in these, see if I can find one. There's one that has some kind of nuts in it. It's like hazelnuts. Let's see if, hold on a second. See if I can find one. I'm not seeing it off the top of my head here. I ate one already. Oh, here's one. This one has, I think, nuts and caramel. Marabou Dame. So those are those. There's a lot of that. I don't know what this is. Tivoli Stang. It looks like licorice, like red licorice, but I'm not sure what it is. I'm not going to sample it right at this moment. Here's one that's green. Too bad I can't read Swedish. It says something about all over the world, though. And that little logo, all over the world, is where they distribute to. It's interesting, huh? Green looks very sugary. And another Tom's. Let's see if I can read the flavor. Kuhn Naturally Harvest Stuffer. Yeah, I'm not going to try to pretend to read Swedish when I don't know it. Oh, this looks yummy. Dumle Snacks Original. I'm going to try one of those sometime. Phrase it. Let's see if there's an English description here somewhere. I wish I knew more languages. And can't really figure it out. It's in several languages on the back. Like 1, 2, 3. Oh, there is. They have 4, 5. Look at all these translations. They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 translations, even something like Arabic or something there. See? And the English translation says milk chocolate, and it gives the ingredients for that. Glucose syrup. They say it differently than what we say here. It gives some other things. Almond milk, something, cocoa. Anyway, some nuts. It's too small for me to read, even with my glasses. Oh, Joanne made me promise that I would try one of these during my video. Sometimes she calls me monkey. And there is a monkey on this package. Malaco. This is some kind of licorice, which is apparently got a unique flavor. So I promised her I would try one. That means she's playing a trick on me, probably, right? And that's why the monkey is laughing. He's going, haha, we played a trick on you. Let's get one out and see what it looks like first. Looks like that. Now I will try it. Oh my gosh. That is the saltiest licorice I've ever tasted in my life. You better like salt if you're going to have one. Now it's fading into more of a sweet taste from the salty taste. I think pardon me, but I think I'm going to defer on that one. Get my napkin there. Okay, let's see what else we've got. No wonder she wanted me to try it. She wanted me to make a face on my video. Here's something called Bilar Original. I think there's some kind of mince or something. They've got some little cars down here. Can you see? You can kind of see the cars on the package. And these are 1953. Must be when they founded it. But it's all in Swedish. Or is it Danish? I'm not sure which. She got some stuff from Denmark and some stuff from Sweden. And she was living in... these are Joanne's. Funny socks she brought to her mama. Do not worry, be happy. That's supposed to be a donut there, I think. And I feel deprived because I have not had a donut in a very long time. This is not just cotton and not just polyester. It's 72% polyester and 26% cotton and 2% elastane, whatever that is. I don't know. Don't worry, be happy. Do you remember that song by, what was his name? Someone out there will tell me. Bobby Farron. I usually can't remember names. Look at this thing. I had one before a long time ago. Sommerstong and Fruchtstagmark. It's two different flavors. See? It's got a yellow center. It's got, I don't know, like strawberry and banana, something. What else we got here? I like coffee, so she brought me some special coffees. The Swedish coffees, they don't use any plastic there because they're very progressive, right? So it's a different kind of wrapping when you get stuff from Sweden. And Sveriges Mellanrost Fikostund, I don't know what I'm saying. 50% certified coffee. What's the other 50%? 50% is uncertified. So I can only drink half of this coffee. See, there's the sticker with a little green frog. Hopefully there's no green frog in the coffee. But I'm going to try this because I love exotic coffees from other places. I will try it in the coming weeks. Did you know 8,200 households in Rwanda have received Zoagas education in sustainable coffee farming? I wonder what unsustainable coffee farming would look like. I mean, once you're growing the roasting coffee beans, wouldn't you pretty much just always be growing them in the same place? I don't know. So I don't know what the difference is, but that's okay. They have goodies on the front to have with your coffee right there. And a windmill, even though it's Swedish and not Danish or Dutch. There's a windmill there. And somebody laughing and having a good time there on a picnic or something. Although you don't usually drink coffee on picnics, right? Do they have anything? Yeah, okay. That will be good. What do we have here? After 8. Something called After 8. Good food, good life. It says Cocoa Plan. I have a cocoa plan. Do you? My plan is to ingest cocoa on a regular basis. That's my cocoa plan. Be quiet, cars. This is dark chocolate. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I should have turned that computer off or down. Dark chocolate thins. I think they have a filling that's mint. Yeah, it's a minty filling. And you can't have these at 7 or 6 or 5. It has to be after 8. You see? So I'll look at the clock before I have any of those. But those look like they would be yummy. I don't think I've eaten that one before. What else we got here? Here we have another fancy, nice coffee. Pure maple coffee. Now, this doesn't come from Denmark or Sweden. When Maria came here, she had to spend 14 days minimum in Canada on the way, because the rules right now for COVID are you cannot come directly from Europe into the United States. you can only enter through from certain places, Canada being one of them. But first you gotta quarantine there for 2 weeks, then take a COVID test, then go through 73 lines of verification, then you can come in the country. So she spent a couple of weeks in Vancouver, Canada, which is a place I want to visit in the future. And in Canada, everything is maple, okay? So she went to a store called Maple Something, which was on Maple Street in Canada, in the Maple District. And she got some pure maple coffee and probably paid for it with a maple leaf coin while looking at the maple on their flag, maple leaf, right? So there's a lot of mapley stuff in Canada. When Joanna and I went there, we got maple cookies and all kinds of stuff. That was yummy, yeah. This one is pure maple syrup, Turkey Hill, in coffee. So that should be an interesting flavor combination, I think. I usually take my coffee black, but I'm curious and looking forward to trying this coffee. It says there will always be a market for the very best. The ingredients are 100% pure Colombian coffee and 100% pure maple syrup. Now that equals 200%. So you're getting a lot more than you think when you get this. No artificial flavors. I'm really looking forward to trying that. That sounds really yummy. I don't know if I had this before. I had something similar from the Philippines, Fabisco, but this one this time is from, I think, Denmark. Whippet milk chocolate. Since 1927, it says, dare. Do you dare have one of these? I will dare to have one. There are many things I don't dare to do. Wasn't there somebody named Greta that said, you drive a car and you work, how dare you? How dare you actually do something useful in society? Oops, that's a little loud. Let's see if it looks in reality like it looks on the box. Looks like that on the box. And it looks like that when you take it out. Let's bite one and see. It has kind of a dark graham, like a dark graham cracker crust layer. A good quality light milk chocolate and marshmallow. Very yummy. Don't worry. I will walk on the treadmill after this to burn off that sugar. All right. What do we have here? Another coffee. I'm definitely a coffee lover, so Maria brought me a lot of yummy coffees. This one is Gevalia Melon Roast. Mellow roast, I think, is what they mean by that. Original Filig and Aromatisk. I think that means something about aromatic, smelling good, right? That should be very yummy also. gonna try some of that. I want to try everything at once, but I can't. I have to pace myself and do a little at a time over the next few weeks and possibly months. In the case of those Marabous, because that's a bit rich. Here's something called Boucher. Boucher. Now, how can you not like something with a name that upscale, right? It probably means something in French, but I don't know what. Mouth-watering or something? Isn't a mouth a bouche? And anyway, Côte d'Or. What's the expiration? I have to eat this before New Year's. It's 12/29/21 is the expiration, so I will eat it before the new year comes. What else we got here? Oh, this looks really yummy. I'm gonna have to really wait for a special chocolate craving time to have this one. This does not have sugar because I have to watch the blood sugar. It's made with stevia, but it's a Belgian luxury chocolate which has within it pistachio, almonds, and walnuts. 73% less sugar and high in fibers. See? I think that's going to be very yummy. I can't read the back because it's too tiny. All that print back there. But if I could, I would tell you what's in it. I'm close enough to knowing those drip sounds you're hearing is rain on the skylight in the kitchen behind me, because we have a storm coming in. Oh, Maria got me another no sugar added because she knows I gotta watch out for that. Hazelnut cocoa, golden break treats. This would be really good to have with the coffee, don't you think? I think so. Or kind of like they do in the UK. You could have a tea time. They call cookies biscuits over there. So here this would be like a cookie, but in the UK it would be called a biscuit, I think. Hazelnut cocoa, that sounds good. Oots certified cocoa. Hazelnut wafer rolls filled with rich hazelnut and cocoa cream. And no added sugar. Excellent. What else we got? This will be a little noisy. Kex. Cloetta. Kex. Little single pieces. I think this is like the wafers with the light chocolatey stuff in between. I'll try one of those, but not right now on camera. For those of you who keep requesting a lollipop video, she brought me a couple of very colorful fruit-flavored lollipops, and so sometime I'll try. I won't do it as a standalone video, but when I'm talking on some other subject, I'll try one of these and see how it tastes. What kind of flavor is that? They have very pleasing colors, see? green's one of my favorite colors. In the world of gemstones, I really like emeralds and other green stones that are similar to emeralds. Oh, these are for Joanne. Moisturizing Lip Balm. What else we got here? I will show you one more thing. You can't get these in the States because they decided it was just too dangerous for kids. And that is the Kinder eggs. See, they come with a surprise in each egg. Uh-oh, I think it got squished. Maria had a whole suitcase full of goodies, and I think something got squished in there. But the Kinder eggs, download and play. You can download, if you're a kid, you can download some kind of game on your phone and play it by scanning there. Natoons. It says Kinder Surprise in each egg. And there's 3 eggs in here. Let's try to open this and see what we find inside. I think one of the eggs got, one or more got. Let me try to do this so it's not too loud. Oh yeah. Well, it looks like 2 of them are intact. Only one got broken. See, here's what the Kinder eggs look like. That one chick hatched already, and the other 2 did not. So let's see what happened with the one that hatched. See if there's a surprise inside. Oops, pieces are falling out of it. Poor Kinder egg. I have to eat that piece. Oh. There's the surprise that was inside. And the pieces of shell all broke. But the other 2 were intact. This is a forbidden item. Here now. How do you open it? It's an impenetrable capsule, like a time capsule. Oh, I think I popped it open. Let's see what the surprise is. They banned these because little children would swallow it and choke. So you can only get it in foreign countries. This is a little animal of some kind that you put together. I think these might be instructions or something. Or maybe it tells you about each kind of animal that might show up as a surprise. Yeah, it tells you how to put it together, see? I think it would be way too complicated for someone like myself. Being I spent my career in rocket science, I probably would have no clue. I think you'd have to be a kid to figure this out, but I'm going to try anyway to put it together. Well, I got part of it together, the back part of the body. Let's see if we can get the rest. See, I knew it. I did it wrong. I knew because, you know, when you just start doing things without paying attention to the instructions, you have to do this part first. And that's supposed to go on like that. And then you can put the hind quarter on back here and end up having, what is that, a leopard? No, it's some kind of cat, like a jaguar or something. Let's see if it says what kind of cat it is. Download the free app. Doesn't tell you what kind of cat. It looks most to me like a bobcat. Oh, that's what this is. It's a bobcat. See, it's got the short tail and it's kind of a short body, chunky. You know, the big cats are longer and leaner than this. My daughter Rachel had a bobcat living in the tree by her house, and it ate one of her house cats, unfortunately, one of her favorites. So, does the bobcat? No, he doesn't fit in the secret capsule afterwards, so we can use this for something else. You know, use it to put something in somehow. So that's what Kinder Eggs, if you were always wondering, what are those? An egg, edible egg with a toy inside. I'm just looking. It tells you how many, let's see, how many energy per 1,000 grams. Yeah, this is from either Sweden or Denmark. I guess little kids in Sweden and Denmark are safe from choking, but little kids here in the States are not. Who knows? Anyway, we were just talking about how kids can drink alcohol in those countries, but not here. You need to be 21 to buy it and consume it in public. Not that I would advocate they lower that age. If anything, they should raise it to like 50, you know. It would cut down a lot on accidents. I'm just having water in a beautifully tinted blue glass. I'm easily satisfied or pleased with things like colors. Thank you for all your comments. I read each and every one. And I will do a video. One of my subbies requested aquarium video follow-up, and so I will do that with quiet, soft-spoken commentary in the not distant future. If we got a heavy rain downpour, I could record that and whisper. I feel so relaxed when it's raining hard. But anyway, this will do it for this video. Thank you for watching. Please click on the bell to be notified for future videos. And what was that? Hunger pangs, because all I had was a little chocolate. Click on the bell, and I appreciate thumbs up if you're so inclined. It helps my algorithms. Even though I haven't been posting much, now we're heading into winter, I can post more often. Take care, everyone. Don't ASMR and drive. All right. Bye-bye.